Monday greetings, everybody. Today's going to be a great reading. I just got a message from my guides as I was signing in. I talk about it sometimes. I get a ringing in my ear when I'm on the right track, and I was about to hit start event, and it was like, wah! So today's going to be a good one. Hello, Viry. Good morning. Happy Monday, Elisa. T, so wonderful to see you. It has been a long time. Good morning, my dear. Catherine, hello. Hi, Carla. Hello, Nichelle. Good morning, other Jackie. I want to come up with nicknames because we have two Jackies that come in here and I'm Jackie, so, it can get confusing. But I don't want to call you Darian. That's the first thing that comes to mind. Jackie D, how about that? Kirsten, hello. Bonnie, hello. T, it has been a while. Good to be here with you all. We miss our secretary, T. I'm just teasing. Who else? Hello, Barbara. Good morning. If you are new to me, my name is Jacqui Mancuso. I am a Reiki master teacher joining you from Northern Illinois. Good morning, Opal. Hello from rainy Ontario. Bonnie says, welcome back, T. I love the community that we have here. Good morning, Ash. Lovely. Hello, Sharon. Hello, hello. As I was getting ready for today's live, I was actually thinking of getting you guys updated on what's going on my end, and then diving into the astrology. So this works out well that we have someone rejoining us after some time. Cherry Berry, hello. Oh, new here, lovely. I love your name. It's so cheery, Cherry Berry. So I have been talking about this women's retreat that I'm setting up at the end of March. Tickets will be going on sale on October 1st. I promised you guys the deadline, and I am going to deliver that deadline. I don't know how I'm going to do it because I've never sold something like this through my website, but it is going to happen. Just a few brief details. It is a women's retreat. It is a max of 12 people, including myself. It is happening in Jamestown, Kentucky, which is, it's southeastern Kentucky. It is right on Lake Kentucky. So the cabin that I have is on the lake, so beautiful views. And this retreat, I am calling it Aquarius Adventures because I love Aquarian energy. This retreat is about the humanitarian principle, where we all bring a little bit to the table so that we can all benefit immensely. So in this retreat, I'm asking if you are a guest that you just bring some sort of gift or skill or something to share with the group. So thinking about things you can share, like if you're a massage therapist, if you're a Reiki practitioner, if you're an artist and you want to teach a class, or if you want to lead us in another creative expression, maybe a writing or journaling experience, if you can teach us how to cook a healthy recipe, those kinds of things. So I will keep you updated. I'll be back here on Friday to give you one last update before tickets go on sale on Saturday the 1st. Carla's here, needing some clarity. I feel like it's been a while since I've seen you too. Carla, beautiful. Elisa's so excited about this. Awesome, me too. What else is going on? I started a Patreon community where I am doing some tarot readings, community tarot readings. So I just posted the tarot reading for yesterday's Libra new moon community reading. I will be posting one for October. So I'll do a monthly spread for October. That'll come out, I think, on Thursday. And then I do new moon, full moon, and looking ahead monthly tarot readings. Great question, Elisa. What is the difference between oracle readings and tarot readings? So when we are here together on Insight Timer, I am doing oracle readings. These cards come with a book, and the book has a long-ass description about what the card meaning is. So I read the description, and then I let Spirit talk through me about what that means in regards to the rest of the cards. Tarot cards are, actually, let me get a deck so I can show you the difference. Tarot cards are more like playing cards. So here's the Queen of Pentacles. This is the Ace of Cups. We have the Chariot. So tarot is as if you had a 52 card deck where you have like ace through king, and then you have the 4 suits, and each of those have meanings behind them. And then you have those major arcana, like the Emperor, and he kind like the major arcana, there's 22 of them. Those hold like stories, like Ash says. The whole tarot reading is like a story. The major arcana hold like deeper meanings and like bigger messages. So it's really just another way of using pieces of paper for source to speak through me, if that makes sense. But it is just my style. I prefer doing tarot readings for big events like new moons, full moons, and new month. So if you want to sign up for my Patreon, you can find a link for that on my website. Super affordable, guys. If you want to just do the monthly reading, it's $4.44 a month. And then if you want to get all 3, $8.88 a month. So I'm trying to keep it affordable for you guys, but also a way for us to connect on a different level. What else is going on? I'm doing a Halloween sale on my website. So the whole month of October, all tarot readings are only $31 because Halloween. Because I really love Halloween. As spiritual and woo-woo as I am, like, man, I can get down with the undead, let me tell you. So yeah, all October long, if you want to have just a personal one-on-one tarot reading, we can look specifically at like a situation in your work life, in your love life, in your spiritual life, whatever pressing questions you have, bring it to the tarot reading, and I will see what the cards have to say about what's going on and maybe the easiest way for you to move forward, or the way that will serve your highest good. It's the depiction of the hero's journey. What is that, Kayla? The hero's journey. I've heard that, and I feel like I've heard that referenced to the Fool card, but I don't know. I like learning. Jacqui loved the numbers. Beautiful. So let's get into astrology today. We had the new moon yesterday in Libra. The new moon happened at 2 degrees of Libra. So if you'd like to look at your natal chart to see where 2 degrees of Libra falls in your chart, you can see which area of your life is being highlighted by this new moon. So when it comes to new moons and full moons, you can set whatever intentions feel right to you at this time. But sometimes I like to look at my chart just to get an idea of like what area is going to be impacted the most. So Delmi, first time here. Exciting. Welcome, Delmi. Nice to see you. Good morning, Monique. Nichelle already knows what card she wants, and Kayla, I'll find some info and share it as I make time. Beautiful. No pressure. Thank you. Thank you, Kayla. So when it comes to yesterday's new moon, it just happened like 14 hours ago. So we're still in this new moon energy. It happened right before 5 p.m. Central Time yesterday. So if that helps you do some math in your head. And the new moon energy will continue for about the next day or two. So new moons are about planting new seeds, setting intentions for things that you want to see come into fruition in your life. The new moon is the time of, just letting your intuition settle on what you would like to see in your life. And then throughout the next 2 weeks, as we move up to the full moon, that's when you start putting those things into action, when you start, taking steps towards what you want to see in your life. Libra is the sign of balance. It is the archetype of the scales. So harmony, keeping everything, not tilting the scales, if you know what I mean. And I mean, in general, we can say that this new moon is about bringing balance and harmony into whatever area of your life needs it right now. However, let's take this a little bit deeper. Right now, guys, we have 6 planets in retrograde, and I've been talking about this a lot because it's a big deal. 6 out of the 8 planets that can retrograde are retrograde. So math, what is that, like 75%? It's a lot of retrograde energy. Retrograde is about slowing down, reviewing, revisiting, just taking a pause, taking that deep breath and kind of just watching. Not so much acting, but just watching. So I was thinking about how to prepare for today's spiel. And if you have set an intention for the new moon, I invite you to revisit your new moon intention, and not in a way of like harping on every detail, making sure that you got it right, but just seeing what information you take in from today's reading, and just see if it resonates with your intention, and see if your intuition says like, okay, yes, that makes sense. What I said yesterday or the day before, just revisit. Don't be too hard on yourself. Don't think that this means you have to pick apart every single detail of your intention for this new moon, but just revisit it and just make sure it still sits well with you. Okay? Because with the new moon being in Libra, being the archetype of the scales, were you balanced when you set this intention? Are you more balanced now? Right? Libra also represents harmony. So, does this new moon intention harmonize areas of your life? And don't put too much pressure on yourself. That doesn't mean this intention has to harmonize every single area of your life. No, whichever ones are most calling to you right now. You know, if your health is something that you really would like to work on right now, and let's say like your relationships, your friendships, does this new moon intention harmonize the parts of your life that you would like to work on right now? So I know that that's resonating in some way inside of you, even though it might not come out right with my voice. So maybe your intention this time is to invite harmony into your life, is to invite balance into your life. And this is a really good time to do it. The universe has a great way of setting us up for success. So we have this Libra new moon in this time of pause, in this time of retrograde, right before like things are going to get different in October and November. The energy is going to speed up a lot. Okay, so if you set your intention now to stay harmonized, to stay balanced, to stay peaceful and calm, Libra, you know, it's the beauty, it's ruled by Venus, right? So just think beauty and purity and just stillness and peace. If that's your intention now, when all of these planets start to go direct in October and November, the energy starts to speed up. When we go through retrograde season, or not retrograde, my bad, eclipse, when we go through eclipse season in the next couple months, eclipse season brings huge changes, right? Like monumental shifts. So if you are balanced and harmonized and centered, then everything around you will just float on by. It will not penetrate into you. As my favorite astrologer, Pam Gregory, says, don't let your external environment determine your state of being. Don't let your external environment determine your state of being. Your life can look like a bunch of shambles, but you could be the happiest go lucky person in the world. You determine how you handle all of the energy around you. So that was a whole lot of blabbing about the Libra new moon, but I hope it helps. Let's see, Opal says my north node is about 8 degrees off in Virgo in the 11th house. So about 8 degrees off of the new moon. I would consider that to be conjunct. I consider up to 10 degrees to be conjunct. The closer they are, the more powerful the conjunction. The further they are, you know, the less powerful. But let's see, North Node in Virgo in the 11th house, conjunct this new moon. So this to me seems like what community groups are you involved in right now? What, like where do you have a standing in the world in a larger group? The 11th house is about your community groups. I'm trying to think of a better word to say it. I have the energy, but I can't find the words right now. Like your communities, your collaborations, but on a large scale. And your north node is about what you need to do to reach your highest karma in this lifetime. So your soul wants you to bring, Virgo is the virgin, so bring purity to these larger groups. Maybe that looks like infiltrating one of these corrupt groups and getting in there and cleaning up all the dirt, right? But today would be a good day to set an intention, Opal, on how that will look, right? But set the intention in the present tense. I enjoy being a part of this group because blah, 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 blah. Carla, I need confirmation that this whole connection and vibe with this person is for a reason. Well, I can confirm that, Carla, even if it's to drive you nuts, it's for a reason. Every person comes into our life to teach us some kind of lesson. The fun part is just figuring out what that lesson is. Let's see what the cards say for you today, Carla. I know clarity is coming through those cards. Sharon, yeah, Jacqui, I like listening to all your blabbing. Well, thank you. I'm glad someone does. Insight timer. Opal, that's an absolute large community. Like that insight timer is absolutely 11th house. So what are you going to start on insight timer? Are you going to become a teacher? Let me know if you need help with that. Doug, if your 11th house is empty, is that bad for making friends? I love the question, and I don't know, you might hate this answer. Nothing is good or bad, right? Nothing is easy or difficult. It's all about how you use it. However, empty houses just means that there is less energy there. That doesn't mean that you are like doomed in that area or that area of your life sucks. That just means that in this incarnation, your soul wants to focus on other parts more than your 11th house parts, if that makes sense. So your attention might be more drawn to your 7th house, right? Do you have planets in your 7th house? That is more like one-on-one relationships. So I would say that friendships, like one-on-one friendships even, that's more 7th house. 11th house is like being a part of a community, being like your role in the society, the bigger picture. But yeah, empty houses don't mean that you're screwed. Not at all. Carla, it's like we've known each other forever. This could be someone that you've known from a past life, and there's unresolved things that you guys are here together with in this lifetime to resolve, to work through with a different meat suit. You know what I mean? Oh, that's funny, Doug. 7th house has a bunch. Interesting, too. Good morning, Christine. Interesting, too, if you are feeling like it is difficult to create friendships and you do have a lot of 7th house energy, when you have a stellium, so a stellium means 3 or more planets in either a house or in a single sign. Sometimes it's overlapping. But if you do have a stellium in your 7th house, stelliums bring like hardships and lessons because there's a lot of energy focus there. So energy isn't always, right, good or bad. It's just energy. So if there's a lot going on in your 7th house, there might be some, deconditioning that you need to do in this lifetime to get over that hump of making friends. Jennifer, my 11th house is booked. No more space. Can't take anymore. Opal, I think this may refer to soul community and light work in the world. Okay, yes, I love it. 11th house doesn't mean you need to be a leader in the community. That might have been my ego talking, just my interpretation of it. Being a part of a community, having a place in a community is also very, very 11th housey. So I think you got it, Opal. I love it. Carla, I could definitely think of some things we may have not accomplished in a past life. Awesome. Let's see what the cards bring. I'm still trying to decide on which deck feels right today, but I think I'm going to ask you guys. So I chose 2 different decks that I want to dive into today. I do have like the culminating deck, so I just want to see what you guys are feeling for our 3-card pull. Bringing back to this peace and center when everything around you may be going awry. So we either have native spirit or angels and ancestors. So if you are familiar with either of the decks, if you've been here with me for some time, cast your vote. I'm in a place of detachment. I could go either way. All right, we have 1 for each. Okay, angels and ancestors has 2. I'm going to give it a few seconds to get your vote in. 3, 4 for angels. 1 for native spirit. Another for angels, another for angels. Ooh, 2 more for native spirits, I still think. Oh, Doug, you gotta throw off the balance now. I'm just kidding. All right, it's split down the middle for the most part. I'm going to do 2 from each of these decks, and then we'll see if it feels right to do a culminating card, because it is pretty split down the middle, which is interesting. I'm glad I asked. So, Angels and Ancestors had the most right off the bat. So I'm going to pull 2 cards from Angels and Ancestors first. And if you are more drawn to Angels and Ancestors, then perhaps these messages are like more strongly for you, you know? So I'll do 2 from this. T's like, I don't care. I'll pull 2 from this deck, and then we'll pull 2 from Native Spirit, and we'll see how Magical Spirit will help us tie all these messages together, right? So as I am shuffling these, feel free to send your energy into my cards, asking your guides to check in with my guides. And there we go. Do I want to shuffle now? I'm going to shuffle all of them now. So we have our cards from Angels and Ancestors. And let's get those Native Spirit cards going. So tuning into whichever area of your life is calling for your attention right now, and asking your guides to provide messages that will guide you down the path of your highest and greatest good. Thanks, Cindy. I think the split is a great idea. Never done it like this before, but new moon, right? New beginnings, trying new things. Sweet. All right, guys. I'll show you. Ooh. Was it Nichelle that spoke earlier about the cards that were resonating? Very interesting. I need all the cards. How should I do this? I will show you I'll show you 2 cards from Native Spirit, or from Angels and Ancestors, and then let me know which of those resonate with you, or both, and then I'll show you the Native Spirit ones. So I'll do Angels and Ancestors, my 2 rounds, like usual, and then I'll do Native Spirit, 2 rounds. So I invite you to tune into your intention and just feel into the physical senses of your body as I show you the backs of the cards. So from each deck, they will look the same, but I invite you to tune into maybe your senses. Maybe you get a tingle somewhere. Maybe your belly will rumble when I hold up a certain card. Maybe your eye will twitch. You might hear something. You might smell something. You might taste something. You might just know which card is calling to you. So here is the back of card number 1 from Angels and Ancestors. And here is the back of card number 2. So let us know if those cards resonated with you, which one or both, and I'll show them one more time. Angels and Ancestors, card 1. And Angels and Ancestors, card 2. I'm going to read these first, and then we'll go to Native Spirit. That feels right to me. Let's see what's going on. Elisa feels 1, Opal 2, Jennifer both, Holly 1, Kirsten 2, Doug 2, Monique 2, Bonnie both, Cindy both, but 1 a bit more, both Carla, but more 2, 3 Nichelle. 3 is like tingling in my eyebrow, and card 2 is 2. Interesting. Kelly's feeling card 2, T1, Debbie 2, Kayla 1 is time. 2 is getting louder, hearing more clearly. Jacqui 1, but I'm not ruling out the look my cat gave me on card 2. Oh, that's awesome. Yes, Aisha. I will show them again. Carla felt like a heartbeat skipped on 2. Interesting. All right, Aisha, here's the back of card number 1. And here's the back of card number 2. All right, so card number 1 brings us the Sage. And the message from this card is be devoted and committed. So let's see what it says. Be willing to go the whole road and back again. This will allow you to be the best you can possibly be. Devotion is a powerful energy. Right now, angels and ancestors want to acknowledge how committed you are to your growth. Your continued dedication to this aspect of your life has been recognized, and your understanding that you are not only a body, but also a soul, is all you need to continue growing and expanding. The energy of oneness is offering itself to you now, and it's important you take some time to integrate it all so that you can be supported and guided by it. This is what the divine wants for you. Make note of experiences or teachers making themselves known to you at this time, because you are going to share those teachings one day too. If card number 1 resonated with you guys, I feel like this is the next step of you understanding that we are spiritual beings having a human experience. This is detaching from all of the physical nonsense that we are shown through this lifetime that we need to make peace with in order to find the deepest healing within our souls. And I love that the end of this card mentions to just pay attention to any messages that you are drawn to, any teachers or teachings that you are being drawn to, because the energy right now at this time, whatever is calling to you, will one day be one of your teachings as well. Believe it or not, guys, everything that I spout out of my mouth here on Insight Timer, I learned from someone as well, right? Just because I followed the call. I knew that this was something in my life that was important to me. I had interest in it, so I consumed it, right? I learned all I could learn, and then I put my own twist on it. I learned how it helps my life, and now I'm here teaching it to all of you. So whatever teachings are calling to you right now, whatever different modalities, whatever little rabbit holes you want to go down, anything that feels strong to you right now, your guides are calling you to follow that call. Learn as much as you can just for you. Take it in for you. It will come out in the way that others need it when the time is right. Cindy, that is so perfect. Bonnie, that card is so strong for me. Elisa, this card is speaking to my limiting beliefs that I have been having. Such a beautiful affirmation that I need to stay the course. I'm glad that you got that affirmation. I know where you're coming from. Sometimes it can be easy to feel like it's time to throw in the towel. But yes, keep going. Keep going. Work through the difficulties. Work through what is holding you back, and ask yourself why it's holding you back. Why am I questioning myself? Right? Would I question someone else who's doing what I'm doing? Carla, my friend has been trying to teach me how to effing relax. Helps calm my anxiety. Well, there you go. This is your time to learn how to effing relax, how to take a breath, how to just chill. Holly, the message from that card speaks directly to my current situation. I love these oracle readings because that happens all the time. We're connected with energy, guys. Like, your guides are talking with my guides, and my guides are throwing cards out of my deck when it's time. Yeah, it's beautiful. Cindy, I'm taking a course on setting healthy boundaries, and my intention was guidance on this topic. Keep going with the course. Take it in. Set the time aside to learn, because whatever you're learning right now is serving your highest good. Elisa, oh, such a good perspective of would I question someone else trying to do what I'm doing. I try to do that a lot when I start to get wrapped up in like ego stuff, right? Like personal stuff, like me questioning my own decisions. It makes it less emotional for me if I remove myself from the situation. And I try to say, like, I ask myself a lot, like, what advice would I give someone who's in my position? Because we always think that we're not worthy. Not always, okay, but it's super easy for us to think that we're not worthy. Like, what is that all about? Because we are. We all are. Card number 2 from Angels and Ancestors. The Fire Guardian is here with us, reminding us to ignite your passions. Connect with your desires. The sparks could lead to something beautiful. You are being guided by your angels to connect with the powerful energy of desire at this time. If you have recently set an intention to explore your sexual side or become more sexually open, the fire of desire can burn away any old setbacks that are preventing you from expressing that part of your nature. If you are in a relationship, this card can indicate a great spiritual and sexual connection. So this card is going totally down the sexual side, and I like to equate that to creative energy. What is sexual energy? It is creative energy. It is our soul wanting to connect with another person to create life. That is where it comes from. So this card, I feel like if this card was calling to you, you may be having some creative blocks in your life. There may be something like a roadblock standing in your way, like you might have some writer's block. You might feel like you are just doing the same thing over and over and over. If you're in a place right now to express that sexual energy, by all means, go for it. Let that be a channel of creative energy to flow through you. Open the channel with someone you love and trust, get that spiritual connection in with it, and then watch your creative side unfold. My dogs are distracting me. You can probably hear them back there. If there is the desire to express this side of yourself and there is no option right now, flip it. Start going with the creative side. What art can you create? What lyrics can you write? What poetry can you write? You know, what can you create in your life? Creation is just making something out of nothing. Plan an event, right? Create a routine. Yeah, you can create anything. So if you are feeling the desire to express your sexual energy and it's not available right now, turn to the creativity side. Open one channel, they'll both start flowing. Jennifer, how do you know I have writer's block? Because the cards told me. Oh, let's see. You guys are talking a lot. Carla, my difficulties and what's holding me back is a stagnant relationship. Still, I think I need to lose about 330 pounds. Card 2. I think I unlocked something for you, Carla. I think I sent too much energy your way while you were shuffling. I love it. Opal, could this be a deeper spiritual connection with my partner that just passed? Or do you think it's new energy? That's a great question, Opal, and that could be both. It honestly could be both. It could be a deeper spiritual connection with your late partner who is helping you transition to new energy. I feel like there's so many questions I have for you, Opal. If you want to send me an email, I'd love to like get into this with you. But you will know. You will know. Your intuition will tell you. Let's see what's going. Kayla, I had a huge push-pull into a project I've been putting into the vortex for months. Here's your invitation. Beautiful, Opal. Let's see. Sorry guys, the chat's jumping around a little bit. I have been creating a lot since he passed and continuing with all the things we grew and raised together. That's beautiful, Opal. That actually kind of choked me up a little bit because that's what the partnership is all about, right? Creating something that will continue. So that's beautiful. I think you need to continue doing those exact things. Kayla says, Carla, sometimes it's not the physical weight that we need to lose. It's the emotional attachment to what does this physical weight even mean? Whew. All right, guys. Oh, Carla's talking about the 330 pounds. That is my boyfriend of 3.5 years. You know, it might be time to shed that weight. See how you feel in 2 weeks on the full moon, right? When it's time to release. We were just talking about the autumn equinox. Like, this is a time of release. This is a time of letting go everything that is ready to fall away. Like, some things, sometimes things are ready to go, to be done. And it doesn't mean it's a bad thing. Just because something's coming to an ending doesn't mean that it was bad. Doesn't mean that it had no place in your life. Things can have a great place in your life, and then it comes to an end, and it's time to transition into something different. It doesn't negate all of the beautiful time that you've had. It just means it's time for you to move on to your next chapter. Lots more coming in. Let's see. Yes, Opal, like the harvest. Absolutely. It's time to stop growing. It's time to harvest and use it for a different meaning. Aisha, 2 for me, for creativity. I've been getting messages randomly for the last couple of years to tap back into my creativity and writing, and I've been stuck thinking about what my next steps are and doing what makes me happy. Creative energy. We are creative beings. That's our purpose on this earth, in my opinion, is to create things, to create love, to create life, to create experiences, to create our own experiences, to write our own story throughout this incarnation. And if that creative spark is gone, life can feel a little meaningless. A lot of the clients that I talk with, the ones who struggle the most are the ones who aren't creating anything. They're just stuck in this cycle of go to work, get my paycheck, eat food, go to bed, go to work, get my paycheck, right? Like, and there's nothing more to that. And the more we work together and they start creating things, whether that's a journal entry or whether that's creating a space to meditate, creation is the meaning of this existence. So if you're feeling stuck, maybe create something. Write a letter to your younger self, you know, like just make something, whatever feels good. Kayla, well, on that note, oops, I'm skipping again. I definitely set an intention to receive closure throughout the next few weeks to be able to release. I love that. Inviting closure into your life, inviting the ability to release into your life. Monique, this is a lot. Reconnecting with my husband as we get closer to becoming empty nesters. Yes, a different chapter. There's nothing wrong with ending the household that you've had. It's just a different chapter. Nothing in this world is good or bad until we determine that it's good or bad. Everything just is. Think about how much control that gives us. Carla, I think the relationship has been expired for about 2 years, but I do love him. We just aren't good together. Neglect breadcrumbing, yeah, toxicity when he's mad. You can still love somebody and let them go. Opal is drawing right now. I love it. Carla, I would never not want to be his friend because he's a good person, just not for me. Capricorn and Sagittarius is a little wonky. Holly, it's so interesting. Creativity and desire have been at the center of my life for the last few years. The idea of the sage, devotion, soul growth are so strong for me now. I love it. All right, let's see what Native Spirit has to say. That's right, we still have another deck. I'll show you the backs of these 2 cards, And again, tune into your intuition and let us know which card or cards resonate with you. So here is the back of Native Spirit card number 1. And the back of Native Spirit card number 2. So go ahead and let us know which card or even both are resonating, and I will show them one more time just for a second glance. Here's the back of Native Spirit card number 1. And the back of Native Spirit card number 2. Kelly 1, Doug strong 1. T's feeling 2, Opal is feeling both. Kirsten is feeling 2. Cindy is feeling 2. Nichelle, 1 for inner work and 2 for relation. Beautiful. Love to see how that resonates. Jennifer's not feeling the Native Spirit. That's good. You got what you needed, right? Kayla, 1, the sun is calling out, and 2, the pattern across the top of the sky feels significant. Kayla, revisit that when I read these. Aisha, feeling 1. Bonnie, I'm with Carla. I need all the cards. Holly, 2 is a bit stronger. Elisa, 1 has something to tell me. Monique, could we see them again? Absolutely, Monique. Here is the back of card number 1. And here's the back of card number 2. Okay. So let's get into these. Card number 1 brings us the Spirit Keeper of the West. Elisa, the screen has glitched all 3 times that you held up card 1 and split in half. Interesting. Interesting. I wonder what that means for you, Elisa. Spirit Keeper of the West. Transformation. Letting go of the old. Initiation. Illumination. Harvest. Gather your inner resources. If it doesn't feel right, don't go ahead. Trust your heart. Chaos brings positive change. Almost all change comes out of turmoil. Don't be concerned if there is confusion in your life. It will all work out. In the medicine wheel, the west is the direction that symbolizes the fiery setting sun, autumn, the waning moon, and the time of harvest. Out of the chaos arise illumination and transformation. In order for the new to ignite in your life, it is necessary to let go of the old. Sweep away the debris. The Spirit Keeper of the West reminds us to slow down our rapid growth and harvest what we have attained. In the autumn, leaves are burned to make way for new growth. Release the dross in your life to make way for new growth. Holy shit, right? That's exactly what we were just talking about. This card is calling you to do some internal housekeeping. Clean out everything in your life it sounds like it's holding you back. Like there's something, and you know what it is as I'm talking about this. Whatever your gut is telling you, even if you don't want to admit it, swallow the pill. Sorry. But there's something in your life right now that is holding you back, that it has been difficult to let go of. But know that dropping this dead weight will only create space to bring newness into your life. Think about we were just talking about creation. Think about taking a painting and trying to create a new painting on top of it. It can be done. It's difficult. You got to work around the lines and the colors and the patterns that are there. Or think about painting on a blank canvas. You get to literally create from scratch. You don't need to play the game and twist and turn around everything that's already there. Let the leaves fall away, but not in vain. I don't know if that's the right way of using that phrase, but you don't need to beat yourself up for letting something go. It's okay to look back and appreciate everything that has come out of this situation. I'm grateful for this. I'm grateful for this lesson. Even though this was difficult, I'm grateful that I went through it. This is the time now for me to drop that off so that I can have a blank canvas to create my beautiful new future. Carla, oh goodness, Michelle says, a perfect message. It's the same message you got on Wednesday. There's a reason why things keep coming back. Delmy, clutter. Yep, clutter can be comforting. My father was a hoarder, so I get it. It can be comforting to be surrounded with familiar things because the unknown is terrifying. If you don't have a strong core, if you don't know who you are and what you want in this life, diving into the unknown is so terrifying. That's the only way to say it. So you want to hang on to things that you feel familiar with and things that remind you of your past, but it can be holding you back, holding you into a previous version of yourself and not allowing yourself to step forward into your greatness. Elisa, this has to do with my friend circle. I love my circle, but know that in order to truly grow on the path I am headed down, I have to let go. It can be very difficult to let go of your comfort. Those are your comfort people, right? They've been with you for a long time. It's really nice to have people that have seen you transition, but sometimes you outgrow those people. I love switching friend groups. That might sound like a little, I don't know, crazy or nuts, but I've been through so many friend groups in my life, but I'm always very content with the group that I have. You know, I've kept a handful that have known me for a long time, and it's really nice to connect with people who have known me since I was a child. But it's also nice to step into a new energy of friends. As we evolve, we want to be surrounded by different energy. I don't want to still be surrounded by the people who are doing the things that I did 10 years ago, and I don't do that anymore. Do you know what I'm saying? Aisha definitely resonates with me and what I've been going through. Beautiful. Michelle's feeling the same as Elisa. Making friends at any age can be easy. Okay, I can see why you think it's difficult, but hop on Meetup, right? Download that app, Meetup, and go find things in your area that a bunch of people are doing. Go to Reiki Shares. Look up Reiki Shares. It's free Reiki. There's Reiki Shares all over the place. Reiki practitioners get together and we share with each other. And even if you're not a Reiki practitioner, most Reiki Shares will allow you to come in and just be and receive on the table while like 6 people are working on you. Right? Yeah. It's live who you truly are, be your authentic self, and your authentic people will just come to you like magnets. Let's see what the last card has to say. Was it Kayla who said that card number 1, something about the sun, and something about card number 2 being high up there? Holly, open yourself to community. Find friends. This is from a 54-year-old who is still making friends. You're never too old to make friends. Card number 2 brings us to eagle medicine. Viewing life from your eagle's perch. That's a saying that I've borrowed from Pam Gregory. I'll give her credit, guys. Profound connection to the Creator and the heavenly realms. As the eagle soars high above the earth, it has the ability to see things from a higher perspective. Courage and stamina are filling your life. You have the ferocity, ferocity to right injustice and wrongs done to you or others. This is time to face your fear and overcome it. If the Eagle Medicine card has chosen you, you are at the advent of the opportunity to truly see life from a rarefied vantage point. Eagles are considered one of the most sacred of all birds in many tribes and cultures. Their single-minded fierceness, dynamic energy, and ability to soar high are part of the reason for this. This card reminds you to take heart and face fear. You do indeed have the strength to overcome any adversity. You also have a direct line to the Creator. Your prayers are heard and will be answered in accordance with your highest good. You have the capacity to channel extraordinary life force energy through your hands. This card is letting you know that you have a direct line of connection to Source, to the heavens, to Creator, to God, and it is giving you the power and ferocity, fierceness that you need to face whatever adversity it is that you are presented with. Coming from this deck, I do feel like these are two separate readings. I completely feel like these are, I thought that they would intertwine. I don't know, let me babble for a little bit and see if they come together. But coming with Spirit Keeper of the West, letting things go, Eagle allows you to soar through it and not feel attachment to the things that you are letting go. Let's see how these might connect. So the Sage reminded us to be devoted to what it is that we are learning at this time, to stick to, keep your eyes on the prize, right? Whatever you are being called to study, whatever spiritual activity you are being drawn to right now, it is your time to study it. And perhaps it's your time to create with it. Creating something with what you're learning. And okay, here's how it connects. In order to create, we have to release. We can create with a messy canvas, but it's not ideal, right? And in order to release, reconnect to Source, to know that you have the power and the fierceness to fly alone. You might need to fly alone for a little bit. Of course that's scary, but it's not impossible. I love being with myself. 10 years ago, I could not say that. It was incredibly difficult to try to be with myself because I didn't want to face the shadow side of myself. I didn't know how to sit with the parts of me that I was ashamed of. So I would just keep distracting myself with other people. But then I let go the emotional attachment to the parts of my past that I was going to say I don't approve of, but I do now because I understand that she was a different person with different. Let's see what you guys are talking about. Let's see, just scrolling. Sorry, my internet goes a little slow. Okay, talking about making friends. Here we go, Doug. It's funny your old friends still want you to be the guy from like 20 years ago sometimes. Yeah, because not everyone is willing to grow and expand. And misery loves company, right? They don't understand why you are evolving and why you're able to become a better version of yourself if they're not able to. I'm not trying to say that like you're better than them, but if you are here on Insight Timer, if you are watching this oracle reading, you are doing the work, and not many people are willing to do the work. Lots of people are okay with that cycle of wake up, go to work, eat food, come home. Wake up, go to work, eat food, come home. Jacqui, I saw 2 eagles. sorry, it jumped. I saw 2 eagles on Saturday and had a feeling that card 2 was an eagle. Oh, I love it. Kayla, I forgot about that portion of it, but I'm going to receive Reiki 1 and 2 tonight. Congratulations. Very exciting. Very exciting that eagle energy is saying that I don't know how those resonate, but you know, the messages come out for a reason. Powerful energy is flowing through your hands. Carla is resonating with all of it. Cindy, tomorrow is my custody mediation modification meeting. That's a mouthful. Because current schedule is no longer in my child's best interest. So I am facing my fear because it may have to go to a judge, but I believe it will be for our good. I initiated the mediation. That is a very powerful mama bear move because you can see you are putting your child's interests before your own. Trust, right? As much as you can take fear out of it, fear is only going to put that energy out there more. The more you live in fear, the more likely it is that that fearful outcome will be a thing. Recognize your fear, right? I am afraid of this because I love my child. I want to make sure that I can be with my child as much as I want. I want to, you know, show my love to my child. But I trust that the universe is supporting my highest good and my child's highest good. Best of luck, Cindy. Holly, I feel like the devotion and wisdom will allow me to find the power and strength to face caretaking. Both of these cards, the Sage and the Eagle, are strong cards for standing in my truth no matter where I am. I love it. Caretaking is it can be very difficult. It can be very difficult. It's very emotional. It's very necessary. I think those cards spoke for themselves. I'm not feeling a culminating card today. I feel like that kind of continue on your path of learning. Allow that to guide you towards creation because we are creative beings. But in order to create, you need to sweep away the past. Let whatever is ready to fall away, let it fall away. Let go of that grip. Sometimes it feels like we're holding on to things, and this can even be emotions. I'm holding on to fear. I'm holding on to that feeling of unworthiness. And look at how much tension is in my hands right now because we're holding on. Once you just let it go, learn to trust the universe. Things flow. Eagle medicine is with you, allowing you to soar high above the emotions. View life from your eagle's perch. That just means detach yourself from the denseness of our human bodies, right? If you have been enjoying today's session, if you'd like to offer a donation, those are always appreciated. You can follow me on Insight Timer so you can stay updated when I post new classes. If you would like to work one-on-one with me, you can find my personal website on my Insight Timer bio, where you can also find a link to join my Patreon community for my monthly and lunarly tarot readings. And my website is where I will be posting tickets for my retreat. I will be posting those tickets on Saturday. And the retreat is March 30th through April 2nd next year. Also with the option to come a day early for a Reiki 1 and 2 workshop. I forgot to mention that earlier. Yes, so the retreat starts on a Thursday evening, but if you would like to receive Reiki 1 and 2, you have the option to come on Wednesday evening. Cindy, today was really meant to be splitting decks. So much from both. Thank you all for this space. Thank you all for being so vulnerable and sharing your experiences. It makes the whole thing. I talked a lot today. Let's get into this Reiki. I am going to be honest, I do have a client after this, so I need to shorten our Reiki meditation just a little bit, but time and space does not affect Reiki in the way that we think it does. So Everything will be wonderful. If you are craving a deeper, longer meditation, go ahead and head to my YouTube channel where you can listen to one of my previous videos and take in the whole grounding meditation, but I'm just letting you know it's going to be a shortened one today. Carla, it's hard. It is hard. It is hard. Because it's worth it. You are strong. Opal, we had an eagle die on our property last summer. It had broken its neck. We were honored that it had chosen to spend its last moments with us. That's beautiful, Opal. So I invite you to come into a comfortable position, either seated or lying down, whatever is more comfortable for you. And closing down your eyes. Taking a few deep breaths as you feel into the contact points you have with the surface beneath you. Feeling the weight of your body being effortlessly supported by Mother Earth. Bringing all of your awareness directly above the crown of your head in an egg-shaped white orb of light. And acting as the curious observer as this egg of awareness cracks on the crown of your head, feeling this awareness flowing down the front side of your face, the back side of your head, the right side of your face, and the left side of your face. Flowing down your neck, out to your shoulders, flowing down the upper arms, the forearms, the hands and fingers. And bringing your awareness to your chest, and slowly flowing down the front side of your body. Coming down into the belly, coming further down into your pelvic floor. And bringing your awareness to your upper back, slowly flowing down the back side of your body, over the shoulder blades, in and out the backs of the ribs, flowing down the mid-back, the lower back, coming down to the glutes, flowing down the upper legs, down the lower legs, to the tops of your feet, your toes, and the soles of your feet. And breathing deeply as you feel into your entire body. Sending your awareness to every cell of your body at once. Moving your awareness back to all of the contact points you have with the surface beneath you. And imagine roots growing down from each of these contact points. Watching the roots as they travel down into Mother Earth, pushing through the soil, digging deeper, digging wider, firmly grounding yourself into Mother Earth. Welcoming in your guides and angels for any assistance they may have to offer at this time. Intending for the Reiki energy to be received by intending to completely surrender to this Reiki energy as it nourishes your highest good. Allow yourself to be fully present within your body, noticing anything that may rise to the surface as I keep track of the time. Returning your focus to your breath and feeling into the weight of your body resting in space. Imagine a brilliant, glowing ball of vibrant yellow light in the center of your chest. This warm sun of light surrounds your entire heart. On each inhale, this light becomes brighter and more vibrant. And on the exhale, the ball begins to grow in every direction throughout your body. Inhaling as the light shines brighter, and exhaling as the ball grows larger and larger until it encompasses your entire body. The beautiful yellow sun slowly fades away as the connection to this Reiki energy transmission closes, allowing you to return home to yourself. Taking the time now to send gratitude to your guides and angels, and listening in to receive any last messages. And slowly beginning to bring some movement back to your body, wiggling the fingers and toes, rolling the wrists and ankles, and stretching out your body however it's calling you to. And perhaps bringing the palms of your hands together, rubbing your hands back and forth, creating friction, creating heat, and cupping the warm palms over your eyes, blinking the eyes open, allowing the light to peek in through the cracks as you slowly bring yourself back to your physical body. Thank you so much for joining me today. Love to all. Namaste. I appreciate your understanding for my need to be speedy today. We had some very good talks through these cards. I felt a lot of light bulbs go off in the audience, so I'm excited to hear how this new moon serves you in the future. Opal, wonderful. I will be awaiting your message. If you have enjoyed today's session and you would like to offer an energy exchange, donations are always appreciated, never expected. If you'd like to work one-on-one with me, you can find my website on my Insight Timer profile, where we can work together for Reiki, where I tap into your individual field. We can do tarot readings, oracle readings, Akashic record readings, astrology charts. Check it out. In the whole month of October, all of my tarot readings are only $31. Let's see what you guys are saying. Thank you, T. Nice to have you back with us. Thank you, Opal. Deborah, thank you. Wonderful to be of service for you all. Wonderful to be here with you. Find your balance and visit your balance. Even 1 minute of breath can bring immense balance in a seemingly hectic day. 1 minute of breath can bring clarity through the most difficult decisions. I love that this card came up today, right after our autumn equinox. Allow the dead weight to fall away. Not to call things dead weight, but that things serve their purpose. Things have a cycle. Everything is a cycle, a beginning, a middle, and an end, and it's okay to have an end. Just like that's the end of our reading. Thank you so much for joining me. I apologize that I need to rush today, but I will be back on Friday at 8:15 Central Time, back here on Insight Timer. Namaste. Thank you very much for being here today, and I will see you very soon.